Hey guys, welcome back. Today I want to talk about electrical stimulation, the e-stim machines and how much they helped me. So when I had my stroke, I was 27. My sister-in-law, who lived on the other side of Australia, was an OT, a very senior neuro OT. So she flew straight over and she was very strict on me. She had the e-stim machine on my shoulder probably 20 hours a day. Like, no joke, 20 hours a day that thing was on my shoulder, because she knew that if you don't have shoulder strength, you don't have anything at all. So she just really worked on my shoulder from the first day I got to rehab. It was on my shoulders, pumping away for 20 hours a day. Now the rehab would only loan you one for an hour or two because they have to share them around. So my parents ended up buying one for me, so I had one for myself, so that was good. So electrical stimulation on my shoulder. Ask your OT or physio about it. If you don't have a strong shoulder, you won't have a strong arm. You won't use your arm at all if you don't have a strong shoulder. So because my sister-in-law was quite senior, she knew stroke very well, and she was very strict on me. I called her the Gestapo. She would hit me. She'd go, use your left hand, use it for this, use your left hand. You're not using your left hand. She would always remind me 1,000 times a day, use your left hand. I hated it at the time, but it's exactly what I needed to hear. So part of having a strong shoulder is to not hit your shoulder. When you have a stroke, you tend to go, I can use my arm, and you roll around like this. That's not how a shoulder works. I'll do a video shortly on how a healthy shoulder will work. That's not how shoulders work when you hitch them and roll them over. So get out of that habit as quick as you possibly can. I remember first days of rehab, sometimes I'd yawn and my stroke affected arm, my left arm would just go off on its own, and I'd go, I moved it, and the stroke doctor there said, no, that's a brainstem thing. When you yawn, your stroke affected arm will move up and down. It's not a motor thing, it's a brainstem thing, so that's going to happen. It will give you a bit of hope though. I didn't use electrical stimulation on my leg because my leg came back, as I said, from the day I got to rehab, just doing 3 days of thinking time like my physio told me to do. I was able to move it within 3 days really well. So I kind of skipped e-stim on the leg, but on my shoulder, as I said, it should be on your shoulder 20 hours a day, as much as you can possibly handle it. Get that shoulder moving, get it activating. If you can afford to buy an e-stim machine, they're quite expensive. I think it was about $300 at the time. Dad found a wholesaler in Melbourne that sold them to rehabs, and he got it for about $300, but I had my own personal one that was really helpful. I took it home from rehab and continued to use it on my shoulder for months and months, and that's probably why my shoulder's so strong at the moment. Please excuse the dodgy house, the plaster missing. I'm getting that fixed next week. I'm currently renovating the worst house in my favourite town in Melbourne, so things are getting done quite slowly. Thanks for listening in, guys. Let me know what you think. Email me, comment on it, let me know what you think.